everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Canning with Kerstin. Today we are going to be making sloppy joes with meat. So I'm going to show you the ingredients that we have to work with. We are doing 10 pounds of ground beef. We're doing peppers, tomato sauce, beef broth. We have honey. This honey comes from my boss. You know, that's a really super good.
Yep, locally sourced honey.
Yep. And then we'll be doing 9 cloves of garlic, black pepper, and onion. It's like 1 cup or 2 cups of onion, 3 cups of onion. I'm sorry, I just looked at the recipe. It's 3 cups of onion. Then we will be doing apple cider vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, mustard, and salt. So let's get started. And we're gonna cook the hamburger in batches and get it drained and right into the pot. And what I'm using is I'm using a lean burger or ground beef. I'm using 93.7. You know, because I just don't like all the fat. Alright, so I've got 3 pounds of almost 4 pounds of hamburger in the pan, and I'm breaking it up and cooking it.
It's a nifty little tool.
Yes, I love this thing. It makes the burger meat, after it's brown, so much finer instead of big globs and chunks. I got it from Pantry. And we do have some new items that we're going to be using today for canning. So I had bought a new water bath canner, and it came with this kit. So, I mean, funnel, you know, it's not really new, but this one is new. And then I got the new jar lifter. But then we got tongs to lift the jars out of the hot water. So that'll be handy. And then this little sucker is to put the lids on the canning jars before they go in the water. And then I got a new little spatula.
That's a ladle.
I got a new little ladle.
We knew what you meant.
I got a new little spatula, babe. No, a ladle. So yeah, those are some new tools that we'll be using today.
I'm not sold on that jar tightener thing.
Why?
Because I feel like it would be just as easy to use your fingers, but I'm going to reserve my determination until after we see it in use and see what it does.
Well, here's the thing. When you're tightening when you're putting the rings on, you know, the rings are hot because the jar is hot, so you end up burning your fingers.
Gotcha. So I thought I'd get started on some of the prep work. Get some of these peppers and onions and get the garlic cut up and all that good stuff.
Yes, Jim is a huge help to me in the kitchen. So I appreciate everything that he's doing.
And the recipe does say that these need to be finely chopped, so we'll get them processed down to little chunks. And it did call for 1.5 cups, so I had to determine what color I wanted to see in there. Not that that's a big deal, but I went with red and orange just to add some color to the jars. And I think I'm going to get my chef's knife out. I haven't sharpened these blades in a while, so... And for those of you who are wondering, I use a Westhoff. One of my favorite blades. Not that I'm a chef or anything. How you making out over there, lady?
I'm doing. Yeah, I got the second batch of burger meat going.
I'll throw a shout out to the new subscribers. We appreciate your support.
Yes, and please remember, leave some comments. You know, and share the page. You know, let's get other people. Yeah, exactly that.
Lose your train of thought, did you?
I did. Let's pass this blah 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 blah.
I think what she's trying to say is we're trying to get to at least 500 followers to start with. Obviously, we want to get higher than that. But more importantly, we just want to share this kind of lost art form of canning your foods and stuff just because.
Yeah, I mean, I want to teach people how to do this. You know, and the more people that know how to do it, the better.
And I'd say this is probably finely diced.
Yes. You can like.
Let's see what we get. A cup and a half, so.
Here, do you want the handy dandy tool, babe?
Yeah, the handy dandy tool will be good.
Yeah, there you go.
So I wanted to add some additional color, so I may not use all of this. All right.
Well, the second batch of burger is going. I'm going to go ahead and start adding all the other ingredients to the stock pot. And normally, you know, I would use my own homegrown tomatoes, but I don't have enough to actually do a sauce, a tomato sauce. So I had to buy canned, which is okay. And you know, I always use Members Mark products, which is Sam's Club, and I get much better deals, and it tastes the same as like Del Monte.
And I'm thinking that is probably pretty close to where we want to be. So yeah. Alright, so moving on to the onions. Then I will get the garlic done and get all that prepped.
And how much onion do you need?
I don't know, I haven't seen it yet.
You need 3 cups of onion.
3 cups?
3 cups
That's
of
a
onion.
lot of onions. Now we could use a food processor for this, but it wouldn't be near as fun. So we did a cool little fire last night.
Yes.
Invited some friends over. That was a lot of fun. Had a few drinks. Sat out by the bonfire. It was a nice cool night. It's getting to be that time of year.
Listen to some cool tunes and had lots of good conversations.
Good music, good food, good friends.
Yep.
Man, my eyes are starting to water already.
Well, now don't forget about your stainless steel hand washer
Yeah?
to get rid of all the onion smell off your hands.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool thing.
Yes.
We'll have to show them what that is later on. Some people may not know.
Well, if it wasn't for my sister Teresa many years ago, I never would have known about it.
Is this going in your pot right now?
Yep.
Alright, so there's 1 cup. I just 2 more cups.
And it's called a rub away bar, but it's like stainless steel. You know, you just put a little soap on it, wash your hands with it. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually.
Completely gets rid of the onion smell off your hands. You gotta love it. So I got the ground beef going. We got, I gotta do 3 cups of beef broth. I think I'm gonna do just a little bit more because there's a little bit more than 9 pounds. There's almost 10 pounds. So I think we'll be good.
Modifying recipes. All right, I'm gonna get this garlic chopped up. And I think that should be pretty close to some of my prep, but we'll get back at you.
So I'm doing 4.5 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. I always have trouble saying that, so I hope I'm saying it right.
Guess it depends on where you're from.
Yeah. Three and 4.
I will be glad when they invent smell-o-vision because it smells amazing in here as
Yes,
usual.
it does. And then a half.
Making me hungry.
Now most of you probably already know this little trick, but peeling garlic is really easy. Just put your knife flat, do a little tap on it, and it crushes the outer shell, and it makes peeling super simple. That's how quick and easy it is to peel garlic. Before I learned that little trick, I spent way too much time trying to peel garlic. So, just thought I'd show that to you. How you doing over there?
I'm doing good. I've got my apple cider vinegar in there. I've got my mustard in there. I'm getting ready to do the honey in just a brief moment or two. I think the burger is done. And as always, I'm making a mess. But you know what they say, messy cooks are good cooks.
I think Gordon Ramsay would disagree with you.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you gotta have a little bit of a mess.
Of course, Gordon Ramsay isn't here,
No,
so.
that he's not.
I gotta tell you, we've said it before, I'll say it again. The garlic out of the garden is amazing. It's just so full of, I'm guessing that's like an oil, but it's just so sticky. It really has a beautiful flavor to it. All right, now I've got to get this minced, which is pretty small. Minced, I guess, is pretty much like what you would buy in the jars at the grocery store. really finely chopped. What step are you on over there?
I'm adding the garlic.
Oh,
That's all I have left to add is the black pepper and the salt.
you're adding garlic, you said?
Honey.
Oh, okay. That's like, how you adding something I haven't chopped yet, but...
No, honey.
Okay, gotcha.
Honey. Yeah, I confuse myself sometimes.
And me.
It's kind of scary.
I'm used to it, though.
Yeah, but you know, just wait till I get older. What's gonna happen then? Oh, I can only imagine.
Well, the good news is I'll be losing my hearing by then.
Yes.
All right, all of our prep work is done. We've got a little bit of cleanup. This is what our pot is looking like here. Ooh, steamy. I'm gonna go ahead and stir that while I'm here.
Thank you.
Yeah, that smells delicious. I think we need to let some of the water boil out of it, though. Isn't Sloppy Joe supposed to be a little thicker?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to leave the lid off it then. And what is Kerstin doing over here?
I'm heating my jars up.
She got her sanitized sink, getting her jars sanitized.
And I've got 16 jars in there, so you know we'll see if that's what I need.
And we are pressure canning today, so that's fun. So what'd you determine on your consistency of your mixture there?
Well, I think it's kind of bland. And I think it needs some tomato paste to thicken it up some.
Yeah, it looks pretty watery. Now we could cook that down for a while, but it says that you shouldn't be cooking it down.
Oh, it says 10 minutes.
Yeah, and it's been about 10 minutes. That's pretty watery.
Well, it's been more than 10 minutes.
So
The timer's already gone off.
So Kerstin's going to go ahead and add in a can of tomato paste, which should thicken that up a little bit. And how much salt did we add?
What it said,
I think probably could use a little more salt.
3/4 of a teaspoon.
That's a pretty big vat.
I know.
Again, we always try to modify the taste. Now y'all can keep it however you like it, but if it's a little bland, always adding a little salt can help bring out the flavor a little bit. You can start with a little bit and put a little more if you need it. So we are going off recipe here.
But it's not going to hurt anything adding the tomato paste, you know, because it's not going to change how I can. It's still safe and tested, just a little bit different. And the recipe actually states that I can do this, so it's not that I'm doing anything wrong, because I'm not.
So Kerstin just added in another tablespoon of Mrs. Wage's canning salt. And we're hoping that that changes our flavor profile enough that we like it.
Water bath canning water is done.
Nice. How is it? Tastes pretty good?
That's better.
Oh, way better. Way, way better. Yeah, a little extra salt brought out all the flavor. It's
And-
yummy now.
And the tomato paste, it needed that.
Yeah, it had to thicken up a little bit. It's magnificent. I would eat that. In fact, I will. So what's our next step, young lady?
Filling the jars.
Oh, yeah, we're already to jar filling.
Yeah.
This was a pretty quick process this morning.
Yeah. Oh, it was quick because I had help.
Oh, who was helping you?
I think I think this random strange guy by the name of Jim.
I'd watch out for random strange guys named Jim.
Yeah, you know, like I don't know much about him, but I do know that.
One of those secretive kind of husbands, huh?
Yeah, well, I do know though that, you know, he likes to sneak into my bed at night.
Oh.
So it's kind of creepy sometimes, but.
All right, getting a little off subject from canning here.
Well, you asked the questions, I'm giving you the answers. Okay, so here we are. Let me get a towel down while I do my dance.
Yeah, you're running in circles there, girl.
Literally.
Yeah.
Chasing my tail. Do not put that on there.
Oh, that's going on the video.
No, it's not.
Watch me.
Nope, not if you know it's good for you. Do it.
All right, she's got her towel down.
Yep, so I can bring some jars over.
Nice.
And look.
She's gonna use her tongs now to get the jars out.
Yes, that is so much easier. Okay, I'm gonna start with these 8. And, because, you know, I love saving time. I am going to do a double layer today.
Double layering it.
Double layering it.
And they'll all fit in there with the...
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna get over on this side.
So my water is nice and hot. It was at a rolling boil. So I'm just filling these up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's, how many servings is that?
This is supposed to be 4 servings in a jar, a half a cup a serving. And it's 1-inch headspace. But here's a good example of why we debubble. Because there's bubbles all over the inside of this jar because it's nice and thick. So we'll be doing that today. Well, every time, but I mean, if it's too runny, then you really don't have to because there's no place for bubbles to hide.
So why do we debubble?
To prevent bacteria from building up.
Oh, so the bacteria kind of hides in those empty spaces?
Yes.
Awesome.
So save canning. Always debubble, unless it's liquid, and you don't need to because there's no place that anything's gonna hide.
That looks pretty good. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
It's making me even hungrier.
Ow.
Yeah,
Hate it when I do that.
They're hot.
Really? I never would have guessed boiling water does that. Or boiling food does that.
Yes, it will.
I mean, I'm learning this every single time I can anymore, is that if something is boiling, it burns.
Looks like it's going down pretty quick.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at how much is left in there. Yeah, it's going down quick. Guess we're not going to get as many jars as I'd hoped for.
Well, no, it's because I was going to double the recipe. But when I ordered my meat, they didn't send me all the meat that I was supposed to get.
Oh.
And it was too late to...
Reorder?
Well, that. But it was also too late to defrost what I have in the freezer.
Oh, yeah. All right, now
Okay.
Kirsten's debubbling. Getting all those air pockets out of there.
Yes. So there's no place for anything to hide.
Is there a special technique you use to that, or you just kind of...
No, you stick your wand in and you push it towards the center. That's it. It releases all those bubbles.
Nice.
And then another thing you can do is you can tap the jar on the counter, just to give it a little bounce. And that'll help release bubbles too.
Now, some friends of ours were telling us that they had tried canning some tomato sauce, and
Tomatoes.
that it's tomatoes, and they soured. Now, we've never had that problem. If you guys have had that issue before, leave a comment down below so we can try to figure out what happened in your process. Kerstin and I have never had that issue, at least that I'm aware of.
No, and I've been canning since I was in my 20s. So I've done a lot of canning.
Well, you're only 21 now, so I mean...
Oh, you wish. I'm freaking old. Okay. So, here's your bubbles. Right here's some. So, you see as I push that in, it pushes the bubbles up to the top.
Gotcha.
Where's that big one? Oh, I don't know.
It may have disappeared.
Here's another one.
Oh, I
see
just
that
saw
bubble?
the bubble go up. Yeah, that's cool. So again, a very important process to make sure that
Yes.
you do not have bubbles in your jars.
Okay, and I'm gonna... This is what I mean by bouncing your jars off the countertop.
Yeah, just don't do it on any hard surfaces. Make sure you have something soft underneath it. All right, so Kerstin is trying out her new ring tightener.
Yes. So I've wiped the rims. You know, like you can see the stuff on the paper towel. So I've wiped the rims of all the jars. I've put the lids on, and they're like barely on, as you can see. And so all I'm doing is just giving it a little twist. I don't know if it's... I don't know if I like this thing yet or not.
I'm not sure it really makes that big of a difference. You know, we like to try to utilize some of the new products and stuff that they're putting out, but it seems to me like you have to touch the jar anyway.
Well, yeah, honey, because like you have to hold it.
Yeah. So if you're going to hold it, then you might as well tighten it down with your fingers, right?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, it's a preference, I guess.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously you guys can try it out, see
Yeah.
what you think. Let us know in the comments down below if you've tried these, if you like them. And we'll get over here and watch her put the first layer in.
And remember, do not burn yourself. Don't be Kerstin. Do not burn yourself. Ooh, I almost did it again.
It's like you always know people who work in pizza places because they always have those burn marks on their arms from touching the pizza ovens.
Yeah.
Kerstin has the same thing, only with
Canning.
canning. All right, so we don't have enough to get the full 8 jars out of it. This is kind of my favorite part of the process because I can get to eat what's left over. So we'll put a little in this bowl here. There isn't much. It's kind of like getting to lick the beaters when you make a cake. Just a little tease of what's to come. And that's it, she's done. Really, really good. It's got such a great fresh taste to it. Still tastes like sloppy Joe. It's not as intense as the stuff you get in a can, but I think it's way, way better. Way better. I didn't like the really intense flavor, but this has a great profile.
Okay, so I'm wiping the remainder of the jars. You know, I figured I was going to get 16 jars. I was pretty close. I got 15, even though I put 17 in the water. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Guess I can't count today. But I have 15 jars of sloppy Joe mix, or sloppy Joes. And originally, making the double batch, I was figuring 20 jars. And I would have got 20 jars.
Without a doubt.
So all I needed was 3 more pounds of hamburger. Because I had everything else.
And of course, wiping the jars gives you a better seal.
Yep, and I've already debubbled.
See, to me, that's just quicker because you usually tighten them right down there.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not.
This time.
That's all it is.
Yeah, that's way quicker than using a tool.
I would have to agree. Let's turn this back on.
And you just want to make sure that the jars aren't touching each other
Yep.
so they don't shatter.
During their jiggling process. Okay, so there's that.
Nice.
Now, put this on, lock it up, wait for that to have 10 minutes of a steady steam, and then, let me see, and I'll put the vent, or the jiggler over the vent, let that jiggle or do whatever it's gonna do while it brings the pressure up to 11 pounds because I'm adjusting for our elevation. And then I have to process the jars for 90 minutes. No. 75 minutes because they're pints. And that would be the end of that. But we will come back when we're getting ready to take the jars out, I think.
Awesome. And this jiggler, this thing is basically just a weight that sits on top of that. So that's all that is, in case anybody was wondering. Okay, I don't know if the camera will pick this up or not, but there is definitely a steady stream of steam coming out of the spout. All right, so we are at our 10-minute mark. Got that nice steady stream.
My face was awfully close to that.
Yeah, don't get too close. So Kerstin is going to go ahead and put the jiggler on, just like so. And then that temp, or the pressure gauge, needs to get up to 11.
Yep, 11 pounds.
And we should be good to go. And you can already start to see it rising as soon as you get that jiggler on there. Now it could take several minutes for it to get up to the 11. And it is rising pretty quick at this point.
Yeah, and then once it gets up to the 11 pounds, then I'll have to adjust the temperature on the burner so it stays right around 11 pounds. I mean, it's always going to fluctuate, give or take some pounds, but we got to do our best to keep it right around the 11-pound mark.
All right, everybody, we're back. Pressure's at 0.
I was just going to say that.
And Kerstin's getting ready to pop that lid.
All right, everybody, I've got the timer set. I have to let them sit in the canner for 5 minutes after removing the lid. That way they can bring themselves down to temperature a little bit. So I've got 3 minutes left. As soon as the timer's up, I'll start pulling them out. And there's the final product. Looks really good.
Looks like they're still boiling in there.
Yep, they'll do that. It's 240 plus degrees in those jars.
So what are you saying? You probably shouldn't touch them?
Yeah, I know, you probably shouldn't touch them. I don't know if I'll be able to use these for that. So, Michelle, if you come over here and you look at this one here, you can see that bump there in the center. That has not popped yet. So when that pops,
It'll flatten out.
it'll suck in. Oh, concave.
And the grease on top is because.
Because one of the jars siphoned.
Okay.
And if everybody wondering who our new guest is, this is Michelle. This is our neighbor. Come by to say hi
Hello.
and check out the canning process.
I'm trying to see what's for lunch.
Oh, we had sandwiches for lunch.
No, I'm taking one of these home for lunch.
Well, I know, but we already
I'm
had
kidding.
one for lunch.
So that's it, huh? 15 jars?
Yep, 15 jars. And then in the morning, I will get them cleaned up, and I'll get them labeled.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob. Perfect. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.